Hey there, welcome to the figure drawing class. Today we're going to be working with portraits and faces again. We worked with figures and gestures last week, so we'll come back over and we'll do some warm-ups, quick warm-ups, minute or two warm-ups, maybe move it up to a little longer, extended out faces and poses of the head, and then we'll move into a larger 15-20 minute pose, and we'll work our way through my Pinterest board from top to bottom. I might jump over a few things. I'll let you know which ones I do. So let's get started. All right, so again, remember, whenever we're working with the warm-ups, they're just real quick gestural sketches, just trying to get the pose and the attitude of the head at the right angle, at the right head, the turn of the head, looking up, looking down, things like that. So that's what we're going to start doing. So starting right now. I'm going to get on my board here. All right, so we got some, I'm working with charcoal again. All right, nice quick pose. Her eyes like that. We got a nose coming in. Nice strong chin. And we have her ear back here. All right, let's get that eye in here. There we go. Cheekbone, got her neck, turtleneck on there. Again, these will get better the more you do them and the more you practice. So just keep in there, keep slugging, get that ear better. She has an earring. There we go. And I should be about time. All right, so let's jump to another one. We got this other young lady. She's going to have a stocking cap on. Face is coming this direction. Get that. Okay. I prefer to just use those guidelines really as just a rough jumping off point. There's the halfway mouth. All right. So we'll throw the ear in there. She's going to have a stocking cap on. She's got a pretty sharp little chin. We'll get that mouth in here. That's the separation. And then the lower lip. If we can get that just right, everything should work. Good. Let's get her nose in there. There's a nostril. All right, I forgot to look, see how much time I had. All right, I'll throw that eye in there. There we go. And let's get that side of the face, good. Get her chin. Throw that cap on real quick. Comes right across her ear, hair. There we go. All right, so just make them quick. Doesn't have to be pretty at this point. We're just really trying to capture the right shapes in here. She's got a long neck. She's got a turtleneck on too. So we'll throw that in there. She's got her hair. We'll throw the hair in there. Okay. Throw that turtleneck out here. All right, so there's another one. All right, let's look at this young lady. I'm just working my way across. I ignored the old man right at this point. He might be the one I do the old. All right, so this young lady. She's got a very strong, sharp jaw. Comes up here, right up there to the ear. All right, eyes come across, nose, mouth. All right, let's get that mouth. And it's kind of an upward arc like that. She's got a very full upper lip. And we got the separation, lower lip. There we go. The chin is circle right in here. We also have, these are essentially Riley method type breakdowns there. Eyes are going to be right here. If I can get them. She's got wide set eyes. Okay. Big eyebrow. Big eyebrow. Now let's get this side of the face. Cheekbone comes out, comes down around right there. Comes up. She has a very long neck. I'll even exaggerate that a little bit. Okay. Let's get that nose. Kind of looking under the nose there. There we go. And we'll get that hair real quick. Again, do a lot of these. These take a lot of practice. And you'll get better the more you do them. There we go. We'll throw the shadow across there. Got her cheekbone right there. And I'm going to get that upper lid. And we'll just get a little bit of that lower lip. I made her look sleepier than she is. There we go. All right, and let me scroll a little bit. Let's get this old dude here. All right. All right, he's looking down. So that arc is going to be looking down. His center of his face is about right there. He's got a fairly long lower face. So we'll get that side of the head. Ear's going to be about right in here, and it comes out. All right, cool. And I'm going to get his nose real quick. Okay, he's looking down, so all we're seeing is the edge of the nose. All right, good. Get that nostril there. I'm going to get his lip separation. Upper lower lip is right there. I'm going to get a good upper lip. And chin. Okay. Get that Riley shape right there. He's got a very strong crease. All right. And very dark right in here. Now let's get his eye. And get it over here. He's got a strong brow line. Comes up onto his head. There we go. And comes up and around. May not be quite tall enough there. Okay. All right. Pops out. It's a very strong cheek. Very strong cheek there. Let's get that ear. So. Comes down his neck. There we go. He's got a lot of wrinkles that I'm not going to have time to get into, but he's got these nice creases on his brow. So he's got that nice shape right there. And we'll just pull that out. There we go. So there's that dude real quick. Let's get this old guy here. He looks kind of fun. Now he's got a very square face. All right. Okay, so I want to just kind of build out that shape from what I'm seeing here. His facial features are pretty small. He would be a pretty easy guy to caricature. All right, so get his big ear. It comes out a little bit. All right, let's get this ears over here. All right, let's just, man, his feature is that nose, and well, he's got a pretty wide mouth too. So I'm going to get that nose, that big bulbous nose. There we go. got this shape that comes in right like that as well. Some creases. And I'm just going to drop in where his eyes are real quick. Eyebrow. Eyebrow. Excuse me. There we go. And he's got a very strong crease there, but let's get his mouth. He doesn't have much of an upper lip like that. He's got a pretty big lower lip. Kind of got his mouth open there. All right, so, and he's got a big shadow. All right, now let's come after the. He's got a very, here's his chin right down here. So he's going to come in, come down around like that, and then over like that. Oh yeah, he's kind of fun. All right. All right, and then this whole side of his face. Got that big crease right there. All right, so this is starting to feel pretty good. It's kind of got a wild hair, receding hairline coming down right along his head, and we'll just throw it up there like that. So this guy's kind of fun. Let's get that ear. And at this point, we are just trying to capture the character of the face. If we can get the right shapes and stuff, everything should look pretty good. We'll just throw in a couple more wrinkles. There we go. So let's do another one. Oh, golly. Let's do a profile. All right. See, these have all been pretty much 3/4 views. Here, there we go. All right. So let's do this old guy. I only see part of his head, so he's kind of fun. He's got a very straight line here, but it indents right down here where his missing teeth are. There we go. Okay, so let's get that ear in here. If we can get the right shape of it. All right, cool. Yeah, there we go. All right, so, and I'm just going to interpolate maybe a little bit of what the back of his head looks like. All right, well, there's his. All right, let's come right across here. That's his brow line. Let's get that brow line real quick. Okay, comes up and around. His nose comes in. Nose is going to be right there, and mouth. He has a wild, crazy nose. I like it. All right, there we go. It's coming down around, and then hooks. Kind of got that hook nose, like old men get. All right, there we go. And then we'll throw that other. There we go. All right, no teeth here, so he's got a very weak upper lip, strong protruding lower lip, along with that chin coming out, coming around. There we go. And then there's that. There we go. Now we're cooking. All right. Sunken cheek. And a little turkey waddle there. He's got a little shape right there. It's kind of a jowl. All right, let's get his chin. Comes down. Cool. And let's see, he's got kind of a receding hairline. We'll just come over, maybe throw a. There we go. I can't tell what the back of his head looks like, so we'll just fake it. Okay, right there. All right, so that was kind of interesting little exercise. All right, and one more. How about this young man? He's looking straight on. He's got a fairly sharp, angular face. Fairly long face, too. All right. We're looking right through us right there. Nose is going to be about right there. Lips right there. Hairline is going to be about right in here. Coming down. All right, cool. All right, let's get that mask real quick. I think that's the feature to get in this case. Okay, right along that. The nose, a good strong ball right there. And let's get the lip. Lip has a slight upper. All right, we got the ball right down here. We got that shape here. All right, let's get the lip. Good full underlip. And the upper lip. Let's get the nose. All right. And again, profile, there's so many edges to work with a profile, but with a straight on shot, it's all about tonal ranges, and you want to keep that highlight in the center. All right, and let's get his eyes. Got that. Okay. Very dark, right in through there. There we go. Real quick. And he's got a strong cheekbone right there. Let's get this side of his face is right there. And right there. Pull those ears up. They don't stick out much like mine. Good. And comes down. He's got a strong neck. Strong neck. Get the ears again. Okay. Nice thing about charcoal is you can throw a lot of mass and tone down real quick just by simply changing your grip. Got that. There we go. So he's got that nice shape right in there. All right, so we are getting there with our warm-ups, and I think we are ready to start working on a longer pose. So let's get started. All right, so our 15-minute, 20-minute drawing we're going to do. I think I did a guy last week, so I think I'll do a young lady today. So that'll be a challenge in itself, trying to draw an attractive person. So I like the crusty old characters better, but I have found an interesting image of a young lady, And I like it mainly because of the shape of her hair that's in it. Plus she has some pretty good lighting. There's some nice shadows on the far side of the face and a lit front view, and then the shape of the head. So that's the one reason I chose this young lady. So 15-20 minutes, we'll see how this goes. Okay, so all right, so she's looking, there's the center of her face right there, and she's kind of looking down. So I'm gonna, this, get a little lower, there we go. And then pull that. Okay, so I'm going to orient the ear first. So let's do that. That's about right. All right, let's go right here. She's going to come down. She's got a very sharp little chin. There's the ball of her chin. All right, so let's get her nose. Nose is going to be right in here, and lips are right in there. All right, and then we'll throw nose, nostril. Not going to see the back side, so let's just get that nose established about right too. So she's going to upward tilted nose. Nice little ball, and then it comes around like that, comes around over to the brow line. Like that. There we go. And then we can get the other nostril. Yep, let's get it up there. There we go. And we'll throw the eye. Eye's going to be about right in here. Right in here. There we go. All right, so that's looking pretty good so far. I better check, see how long I have. All right. Okay, so let's wrap that eye around. Comes down right in here. Has a lot of eyelashes. And the eye is looking in. Actually going to see the side of her eyeball with mascara. Up a little bigger eyeball. There we go. I think I just drew an anime eye. Okay. And then we'll just pull that down right to the chin. Wrap it around. All right, let's get this eye. Around the eyeball. And I did see some examples that people sent me. I'm going to do a critique on one. They were pretty cool. Good to see. All right, I don't think I have her eye far enough out. Here, let me fix that. There we go. All right, well, that gives me a good starting jumping off point right there. All right, it's going to be about right there. We'll pull it on out. There we go. There we go. All right, we're going to see just a bit of the upper lip, or upper eyebrow, eyelid. There we go. All right, and then her hair is going to be all down here around it, so that hair is coming out. She's got a good angle, comes around this way. All right. think I warmed up. Okay, throw a little bit of a lock of hair that way. And she's got her neck right back here. Nice thin neck. Collarbone and her top right there. There we go. Got a shadow. Let me look at her chin. I'm going to pull it out. There we go. All right, now let's get that lip. All right, so it's got a nice Cupid's bow about right there. Again, you can do these in multiple ways. There's the big oval, there's two ovals, and then we have the big pouty lip oval. And it's just a matter of finding the separation between top lip, bottom lip, and getting this shape right. And then we'll get this lower lip.
Okay, hey, it's voiceover Rusty. Director Rusty has sent me in to speed this sketch up a little bit. So we're now working at about twice the speed. What was initially supposed to be a 15 to 20 minute sketch is now turned into probably about a 26-minute sketch. So a little longer than I anticipated. So we're going to speed this up just to get through the sketch a little faster. I do have most of the facial features in place and ready to start adding the modeling, the shading, creating that sense of three-dimensional form onto the sketch. I'm starting to block in all the shapes, the highlights, the darker shadows. I'm smudging, creating tone, and charcoal's great for that. You can really quickly establish a value range without a lot of work, where with graphite you have to do a lot of hatching and cross-hatching and get that sense of form. Charcoal, it's a very forgiving and quick medium to work with. So I have a pretty good shape on the face and the hair. I don't think I have her lips quite right. I think the lower lip isn't quite right, and I don't think I have her nose quite large enough. The eyes look to be pretty good in position, although I think as I get towards the back end of the drawing, oh, and the ear is definitely too small. So those are kind of my overall critiques of where this sketch has gone. But again, this is just a quick 15, 20, in this case 26, 27 minutes worth of quick sketching to try to capture that face, that character, and that likeness. So I didn't strike a perfect likeness, but at least the drawing, she does look somewhat attractive. I'm just bouncing around. Now I'm starting to add in a lot more of the contrast and get a little more of the specificity on where shadows happen, details like on that Cupid's bow. Get a little broader range. Fixing and correcting, I had to work on the chin. I think you'll see me work on the ear here in a little while. I definitely have some issues with this, but overall it's a pretty successful 20-25 minute sketch. So I'm doing quite a bit of smudging. And if you look, there's some real subtle direction changes I make on various shapes. It's not always just a real simple shape. It's more of a compound, complex shape as you draw them and sketch them. And I'm just looking for all the nuances now and really starting to pop in the contrast. When you start really working in developing the contrast, that's when the drawing really starts to pop. So I have enough value in the hair now that I'm really starting to come in and start to define the darkest areas, specific locks of hair. And right there I just messed up the ear. I'm going to fix that real quick. So maybe even some strokes to indicate individual strands. And working with the shadows, intensifying all of that. So I'm just going to be bouncing around throughout the whole piece, trying to keep it from spiraling out of control. I'm sure everybody who has done any of these drawings or watercolors, you know, you're always fighting that. It just feels like you're always in a constant state of chaos. You're trying to control that, keep it from spiraling out of control, or embracing the looseness when it happens and realizing that it's a positive thing to have happen in your sketch. It doesn't, again, you're not a camera, you're trying to interpret, you're trying to put your own touch into it. So I'm working a little more of the detail. I got a sharper charcoal pencil, so I'm adding more of the contrast into the eyes. Getting a little more specificity, a little more contrast. I'm going to start picking with the kneaded eraser, essentially drawing and using the subtractive process to put some of those highlights against some of the tone. Again, still just working around the piece, adding some of the details. Now I'm working in some specific hair, cleaning up the background with the kneaded eraser. more volume to the hair. And we're really just wrapping this piece up at this point. I realize I'm running a little long on this. This was definitely longer than a 15 or 20 minute pose. So I'm kind of hurrying along. And as we get into the hour-long poses, that's when you can really start manipulating and massaging all that charcoal, picking out highlights and getting a lot of nice subtle nuances to the overall piece.
Hey, I hope these lessons help, and I hope this time just practicing and warming up get you in the mode, get your brain shifted, and you're working in developing a better sense of proportions and angles and values. So keep working at it and keep practicing, and you'll be doing some really good looking portraits and heads before you know it. So hey, if you got any value out of this video, please give me a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.